Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see SPX up nicely. Let's see what happens. We have a big number on Wednesday. Tomorrow's number is going to be a little bit important, but Wednesday is the big number. Do we really rip on it, or do we dive? Is it over? Are the techs better? Everything's looking differently, okay? The tech's starting to look better, and the key here is Lam Research, because this is the one. If NVIDIA is making chips and delivering boxes, it doesn't matter what price of the boxes are. Now, we know that. SMCI down because their margins are nothing and going to shit. CEO lied. But every one of those boxes need memory. So when it needs memory, Lam Research has to go. So Lam Research down 400 points. Does it really take off? If it takes off, if it gets through 900, then everything is back. Then it's still only off 250, still a lot. But that tells you it's starting to run back up, okay? Watch some of these 4 to 6 week plays. Microsoft, 4 to 6 week missed earnings, not going to go up. It can't go up to 420, 425, 430, okay? Tesla, Elon talks with Trump today. Why does that matter? Really? I mean, think about it. Why does it matter? NOW looks a little bit better. Looks like it's starting to run again. This is the one that had great earnings. Meta and Now had great earnings, and they ripped, and then they came down. So if the market is better, they have to go, okay? How about Lilly on Friday? Look at today. Lilly's gone. It's gone. It's going to do it again. Does it rip all the way to high of year? Very possible. Definitely 922, 936 in the cards. How about those plays? We sold them. We could have bought them back on Friday. The 950s at 3. They're going to open it at 7, and they're going to go again right off the bat. We'll be looking at the 920s, 930s. I like the 930s at 7. It could really take off. Go 7 to 11 in 5 minutes again. Same type of thing. If it doesn't, you lose 7. Pretty straightforward. Okay? So things of why people fail is because they over risk. Oh, Sam, I made 500 grand and I lost like 200 grand. Wife's going to go find out. So I need to make 300 grand in a week. And I'm like, why do I care what you lost? Doesn't matter what you lost. Doesn't matter. It only matters of what your risk is to make your money again now. If your risk is different, you're going to take 1 or 2 trades to try and make it back, you're going to get whacked. You just are. Okay? So that's the thing. The past doesn't matter. The future is the future. You play what's moving, then you see what happens, then you see, and you take your profits when you can. SMCI, just Friday, 5 to 10. Did you sell them? If you didn't sell them, too bad. That's the market, guys. Okay, very straightforward. Bitcoin is down. So Coin and MicroStrategy are down. I don't know if you get a big move before Wednesday, but that's when the move is. And now the NASDAQ and the Dow, the SPX closed right here, and then it dropped 350 points from here. I mean, 250 points from here, 5,100. And it popped back up and got it all back. Technically, we should be up 200, 300 points this week. Technically. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Okay? So just understand that. The setup is nice. Its setup is nice. But you got to see the CPI. If the CPI is bad, everything changes. And let me tell you, if the CPI comes in, say, at like 1%, we will break 5,000 instantaneously. That's 350 points, Sam. You're not. No, I'm just telling you. If it's 1%, we completely implode, and the market probably goes to 4,800 this week. Now, I'm not saying 0.1 bad. I'm saying 1%. So 1% becomes 12% inflation. At 12% inflation, 1% a month, times it by 12 months. If it's 1% inflation, nobody's going to cut interest rates for a long time. Okay? Now, nobody thinks that's going to happen. I'm just saying. This is why Sam's better, because Sam thinks of everything that's possible. Didn't say probable, said possible. Okay? that's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we know. Okay. Bitcoin is the outlier here, so that's the one you're interested in seeing what's happening. UPST, we got these Friday. They work very nicely. See if this continue to go. This thing can squeeze. Through 38, this thing can squeeze to 46. Okay? But the key is Lamb Research. See if Lamb Research goes. We got some of these, the 850s, so they look nice. Lilly looks nice today. AMD, everybody is posting that news. Oh, somebody's gonna announce some flaw. Let me tell you the bullshit that I see all the time. Common bullshit indicator number one. I'm gonna put out a report next week. Why are you gonna put it out next week? Well, I'm gonna tell you why this sucks next week. I'm gonna tell you next week. Oh, in 2 weeks we're gonna tell you that. Why are you waiting 2 weeks? I mean, that's bullshit indicator 101. This thing, oh, we're going to put out a report that AMD billions of chips are no good. I mean, guys, think. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, they have the information, but they're not going to give it to you because they're trying to build up all this. Oh, my God, we're going to get millions of users. Really? Doesn't work that way, okay? Doesn't work that way. Avago came all the way from 185, 1850. This thing is down still 35 or 350 points. If it can take out 152 and NVIDIA runs, NVIDIA has a chance this week for a reversal week. This is the week NVIDIA has to go, okay? If CPI is good, NVIDIA has a chance to get to 116. If it doesn't get to 116, it's a tell. It's telling you something, okay? So pay attention to that. That's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we know. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. Lamb Research already reported. We know that, guys. But the action dropped at 200, 300 points. Nobody said it's going back. The 4 to 6 weeks says it's not going to go back to where it was on that earnings day. Nobody's saying that, but you needed to go up to get to 900. It was way over that. Okay? So interesting. That's the only question. That's what we know. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.